I am so honored to be able to introduce to you Region 57's 2013 Stalwart, Richard Sasso. Richard grew up and currently lives in the blue-collar neighborhood of North Lake, Illinois. His father is an Italian immigrant and his mother a homemaker who formerly worked in a cookie factory. Both were proud members of labor unions. Richard graduated from West Layton High School and attended NIU on an academic scholarship and graduated summa cum laude in 1994, earning degrees in Spanish and English. He worked for 8 years at Triton College in a variety of positions, mostly related to teaching ESL to adult learners. He received awards as ESL Educator of the Year in 1997 and Adjunct Faculty Member of the Year in 1999. He attended graduate school at the University of Illinois at Chicago, earning a master's degree in applied linguistics. However, we were very fortunate that he began his teaching career at Hinsdale South in 2002 and has taught ESL, world literature, expository writing, and freshman English, as well as being the English language learners program director. Richard has presented several times at state and international teaching of English to speakers of other language conferences and spent a year on the Illinois TESOL board. He has served as an assistant yearbook advisor, and he's been the advisor for the Club Legit, our school's Gay Straight Alliance. Richard ran for his first HHSTA office, which was serving as an IEA, Representative Assembly Delegate, during his second year at Hinsdale South. He has attended 10 RAs since. He has represented the HHSTA on the Region Council since God knows when. Those are his words. He is a firm believer in labor rights generally and teachers' rights, teachers' unions specifically. His role models include IFT President Albert Shanker, former NEA President Reg Weaver, and former IEA President and Hinsdale South teacher Bob Haseman. The title of a recent biography of Albert Shanker best describes what Richard hopes others see as his political perspective, a tough liberal. When talking to Richard about association activities on the local, state, or national level, it becomes clear that Richard is one of those people who see the big picture. He is passionate about the value of being part of the collective association. He works diligently to inform everyone and persuade those who might be a little reticent. He reminds us that we don't fully appreciate the benefits of being part of a union until things go badly. And that is when the favorite quote of his becomes particularly meaningful. It was Ben Franklin who said, "We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang separately." In addition to his teaching job, his sponsor duties, and his roles for the HHSTA, Richard has been involved in immigrant and refugee rights for close to 20 years. He had the opportunity to visit China for 8 days last fall as a representative of the College Board, visiting schools and setting up a bridge program. He hopes to travel to Korea next year as part of a fellowship program sponsored by the Korea Foundation. Richie, as he's known to his close friends and family, is a committed bachelor, at least for now, and he's active in his Unitarian Universality Church, Unity Temple in Oak Park. He's an amateur student of the country and culture of China who enjoys Miles Davis and eggplant parmesan. Tonight, he's joined by his brother Phil, his sister-in-law Beth, and his nephew PJ. And we'd like to say thank you so much for all you do for HHSTA, IEA, and NEA, and we're so proud to recognize you as 2013.
You know, when I found out I was going to win this award, I threatened to do what Joe Pesci did when he won the Academy Award. Do you know what he said? His speech was simply, "Thank you, it's my privilege." And he walked off. I can't do that. I have to thank a few people. I'd like to thank Kathy Wynn. I'd like to thank Tim Davis. I'd like to thank Kathy Lencioni for all her work on our union. Hinsdale South has a long and wonderful history of labor activism, and I'm proud to be part of that. A lot of people talk about being roped in, pulled in. Never needed to do that with me. You can ask David Fetty. The day I showed up at Hinsdale South, I was active in the union. Here's why. For 8 years, I was an adjunct faculty member at Trenton Junior College, and a part-time employee. I can't tell you the number of times I had to go to work sick because I didn't have any sick days. And in order to earn the money to pay for my doctor's visit and the medicine I needed, I had to work sick. My labor union doesn't let that happen to me. Make no mistake, in today's world, people want to take your labor union away from you or render it powerless. Look what happened in Wisconsin. Look what just happened in Michigan. Michigan became a right-to-work state. Think about that. Part of the other reason I can't get up here and say it was my privilege is because being in a labor union was my right. And that right was assured to me by people who took their work seriously. If you want to keep your labor union, you have to do the work. As Kathy said, we're either going to hang together or hang separately. So we better hang tough. Thank you.